much I love the Boeing 727. Probably the most successful tri-jet that was built ever. Yes, ever since this plane was released by Boeing in 1963. Sounds like a video game. It was built over 1,800 times, and it is definitely the only tri-jet you still see around flying today. You know, in private jet use, or mostly as cargo airplane. Or, well, if you ever see an airplane overrun in the South Americas, it might just be a 727 by Aerosucre that might be carrying drugs, but that's a whole other story. This airplane is quite a success. Obviously, nowadays, it's quite outdated. I mean, we're not even going to start about the cockpit that still requires a flight engineer. You don't really want to have to pay that third pilot there, especially on short-haul flights. And obviously, the 3 engines are not a very modern concept at all. Yes, everybody, the engines. There were 2 models of the 727 built, the 727-100 and the 200. 200 was a bit larger. This right here is the 200 variant, and it is powered by these 3 JDD8 engines. They are not very powerful. That's quite a bit of an issue. I mean, this is why you see Aerosucre overrunning the runways all the time. Yeah, this airplane does need quite a bit of runway, although it's not the heaviest. And this is why we probably have this big tail strike protection. No, each engine only produces 16,000 pounds of thrust, which even if you have 3 of those isn't quite a lot. It's not a very powerful airliner. But everybody, did you know that Boeing actually did have an interesting concept of the 727-400 in the 1970s and 80s? Yes, everybody, by the 1970s, it was already quite clear that 3-engine airplanes, especially for the market of the 727, it wouldn't really go above large bodies of water. It wouldn't really need E-tops. Perhaps a 2-engine variant would have been better. Yes, and that's actually what they proposed. Boeing made a concept of a plane that's a little bit longer, 15 meters longer in length, that has 2 high bypass turbofan engines under the wing, which made me think. I've never actually seen pictures of that 400 concept, practically because the concept was scrapped in favor of making the 757, which is a step that I definitely would not regret as Boeing. I love the 757. But everybody, I think it's a little weird though. I mean, the whole point of the 727 is that it's quite low to the ground. That's perfect, especially for operating at airports that are maybe a little bit more rural, don't have a big terminal system. Passengers can easily enter through the aft exit of the airplane. This is perfect. And I think high bypass turbofan engines that would be able to bring this airplane up into the air would just be way too big in order to fit under that wing. I mean, take a look at this. This would in no way work. You know, and I decided to improve that design of Boeing and actually replace the JT8D engines here on the tail with some bigger ones. And well, at the time, the engine of choice would have definitely been the CFM56 engine. But of course, the first step is to first of all remove that middle engine. Let's maybe take a look at my model. Yes, everybody, there it is, the CFM56, and it would have gotten a little close to the ground, right? Yeah. Well, by the way, please ignore the UFO that seems to be following us. I have no idea. This is an animation bug that I couldn't get rid of. It's just slightly annoying. Yeah. What was interesting to me, though, is actually that the CFM56 engines are able to power this plane quite well. I mean, they have almost double the power of the JT8D engines per engine. So, yes, we will even see a performance increase by removing 1 engine. Let's not talk about that German flag. That's kind of ruined. But hey, we can try to actually take off. Let's put the flaps down. We can put them all the way down to 40. I think this airplane will have great performance now. I've got maybe a suggestion for Aerosucre. We can see our 2 engines now spooling up all the way. Obviously, the middle engine doesn't work anymore. So that's great. Let's see now. We are able to take off right there. Come on, you should be able to do it. It's 2 engine, 727. And there we go. We've already reached 100 knots, 110 knots, 120 knots. There we go. This is a lot greater in terms of performance. I am really, really happy about this. Landing gear up, which works great. There we go. And one other really good thing is that we, of course, now have the big reverse thrusters of the CFM56. So landing will be no problem at all, even if it is in the style of Aerosucre. Have you ever seen a approach this bad? No, but I'm sure the 727 will be able to handle it. There you go. We can put her down nicely. There you go. Let's get the reversers on like that. Very beautiful. I like to see it. Oh, and all right. We might be having some generator issues. The brakes aren't working as they should. Yeah, it seems the generators are having trouble running on only 2 engines here in this model. But everybody, there we go. We've stopped in 0 time with our new engine upgrade. We could have saved the 727. We could have made it fly longer. But Boeing clearly chose not to. By the way, something we could do to maybe improve our electrical issues, we can maybe just, get rid of some workload here on the packs here. Let's get rid of the AC. Now it's going to get real hot here in the Caribbean. Everybody, welcome to St. Bartholomew Airport. And I'm pretty sure with these very powerful engines, we should be able to fly. Am I right? Let's get full power into these 3 engines. Oh, no, it's 2 engines, but we haven't done a lot of work here. Great, let's take off. Full power. Yes, you are able to do this. You are a 727. Let's get the flaps out while we are rolling. This should actually work without issue. I'm not afraid of this at all. Take a look at this crazy acceleration we are able to achieve. Yes. That was insanely easy, actually. We still have this mountain ahead of us, which is not going to be a problem at all. We can put the landing gear up like that. All right, hydraulics have failed again because these 2 engines are not able to provide enough power. There we go. Look at this vertical takeoff. I'm actually quite surprised. I would have guessed that this airplane would now be very nose heavy because of that top engine removed, but it flies quite well. And yes, we should be able to land quite well too, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, there we go. All right, come on. It's time to actually stop now. Oh, the systems have failed, so we're gonna have to use a pneumatic brake. Got a stroke right there. Take a look at that. We're able to stop despite our brakes being slightly broken because we've lost our electrical systems. Yeah, I can't figure out a way to actually make this aircraft work. It's just a bit of a shame that I'm not able to do it. But there we go. We've been able to do this very well. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, I mean, this difference in reverse thrusters shows how much difference an engine does make. What other airports should we try? I mean, this only barely worked, right? Come on. Take a look at this beautiful Lukla airport. We're here on a 2-engine 727. And I think today we're talking not only about a plane, we're talking about our future. The future of Aerosucre that now would have the opportunity to fly to Nepal. You know, drugs are needed everywhere, and if you use the whole runway, we're gonna blow that house away, actually. Yes, time to do this. We are accelerating at a quick pace or something. We should be a bit quicker. I want to be a little bit quicker. We don't want to crash. Come on, yes, take a look at this. The 60 to 80 times are quite interesting. Yes, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Yes, we've been able to do that just fine. I just know that the landing won't work because the electrical systems are not enough. So everybody, there we go. I've just saved the 727. That's all I have to say. And thank you guys for ignoring the UFO that's been following us. So everybody, thank you guys so much for watching this absolutely stupid video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good night. And a special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters. Guns Killer, R27, James Deram, That Dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijitsu Fighter, Professional Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New the York. You've got beautiful names.